Welcome back to Shattering Myths. Yahowah, which is God's one and only name, an easy name to pronounce for those of you who are unfamiliar with it. It's comprised of Yod, He, Wah, He. There's 4 letters in his name, 2 of which are repeated. The letters are all vowels. There are 5 vowels amongst the 22 letters in the Hebrew alphabet. You can be easily led astray and believe, as the Masoretes would and rabbis would have you believe, that Hebrew was a consonant-only language and that it could only be pronounced when the Masoretes vocalized the text with their diacritical marks. But to believe that, you would have to be ignorant or irrational and ignore all of the evidence and being able to process it. Because even amongst their 22 letters, the so-called scholars would claim that 2 of them are silent letters. The Aleph, the first letter in the Hebrew alphabet, and the Ain. They would claim those are silent letters. Now, why even have a silent letter? And obviously, everything that's in the Torah, prophets, and Psalms is a recording of, a witness to, the spoken word. Yahweh spoke to his prophets, Yahweh spoke to Moshe, and Moshe spoke to the children of Israel, and the prophets, after listening to what Yahweh had to say, conveyed what he had to say to the children of Israel and to the world through them. And so all of the words are a reporting of conversations, and therefore it would have been impossible for them to report what was said if the language didn't have both consonants and vowels. And it, of course, did. All you have to do is look at the thousands of words that appear in the Torah, prophets, and Psalms, and you find that even without the diacritical marks, you can pronounce all of them, recognizing that 5 of the 22 letters are vowels. And of those, the Yod, the He, and the Wah are all vowels. The Wah, just like the English W, is very often pronounced either as an O or a double U. Thus, the name of the letter. Look in any English dictionary of all of the words that are OW, where the O sound is actually a legacy of the Wah. One of the great illustrators of this point is the most commonly repeated Hebrew word, shalom. The O sound in shalom is from the Hebrew Wah. Look it up for yourself. One of the most well-known Hebrew words is Torah. The O sound in Torah is from the Hebrew Wah. Most people are familiar with the idea of goy and goyim being non-Jews, and the O sound is from the Hebrew Wah. Elohim is the plural version of Eloah, and Eloah is the Hebrew word for the title God. It generates its O sound from the Hebrew Wah. There's no one that disputes that the Y is a vowel. It's the basis of Yisrael. It's the basis of literally thousands of words, including Yahweh and Yahusha's name that begin with the letter Y, which leaves only the He. And 99% of the time that a He appears in the Hebrew lexicon, it is pronounced Ah, as it is in the very basis for Yahweh's name, according to him, as he introduced himself to Moshe. He told us that his name was based on the Hebrew verb Hayah, Hayah, and therefore every letter in Yahweh's name is pronounceable. To believe that no one knows how to pronounce it, that it's too sacred to be pronounced, you just have to be ignorant and irrational. And if you think that you are somehow enlightened because you believe the first scholarly source you stumble upon when they say otherwise, and you don't bother to validate what you are seeing, then you've lost the ability to think.